name is Sylvester McCoy, Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. Journalism, not doing that well. Not doing that well in 2021. Hasn't really been doing that well for quite some time. In fact, I would say journalists are now I'll probably occupy a lower level in society than politicians. Yeah, but politicians is the only job where you have to be so despicable, so evil, that the only real practical training for it is to be a lawyer. So, once you've got as disgusting as you possibly can as a lawyer, then the world of politics is open to you. But below that, we have journalists. So yesterday must have been a reasonably slow news day. So there was this non-article about Doctor Who written where we're going to read together, and it's breathtaking how they're saying absolutely nothing. But you know what? On the upside, it gives us something to take the piss out of, And I think taking the piss out of things is really, really important. I really enjoy taking the piss out of it. You might, again, if you're new to my channel, you might not have known that, but if you've been here, been here a while, you'll know that's kind of my raison d'etre. I do like to take the piss. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? Do you like people taking the piss? Because I like it, so I would like that. So I know that's my advice to you. Hit that like button, hit the share button, share me around, baby. Share me around like I'm a cheap $10 hooker at a frat party. I don't mind being passed around. Yeah, I like a bit of sharing. Sharing is caring, baby. But mostly, hit that subscribe button. I'm like, 10, 15 people away from 2,800 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Make a rabbi insanely happy. Again, I'm nearly 50, right? I'm nearly 50. I shouldn't be so happy about you clicking the subscribe button. And if you subscribe, please make sure you're still subscribed. I shouldn't be so happy, but I really am. It's really sad, but I really am. So click the subscribe button. Thank you very much. And also, listen, if you can help out YouTubers, independent voices, hit the subscribe button. It's freaking awesome. Go do it for another YouTuber. Any YouTuber you like, just go click that subscribe button. Thank you very much. As a wee thank you, as a wee little thank you for subscribing, you can enter my weekly competitions. I always give out fun prizes, right? I always give out prizes like, you know why I think they're fun and good prizes? Because it's all my crap, right? It's all my stuff, and I'm giving it. And if I bought it one time, that meant I liked it, right? And so so this week, no different. We're giving away Judge Dredd, Brothers in Blood. Why am I giving this away? I'll tell you why. Because I subscribed to a part work, which I'm not really big on, but because actually, I was kind of wanted to get that Doctor Who magazine part work, which had all the Matrix date, was it? What do they call that thing? The article, the archive feature. I had all the archive, but I don't have room to put the bloody things. Here, let me show you. So there's a bit aside, but look, you can just see at the top here, right up the top there, the Judge Dredd mega collection, right? So all my previously bought Judge Dredd graphic novels, not so they're kind of redundant. So I'm happy for you guys going. So the prize this week is Brothers in Blood. It's Judge Dredd and family, which I find really interesting. I like it when you see it, things that you recognize from a different angle. So Judge Dredd is clone family, real fun. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel, and in the comments leave the hashtag Judge Rico. By the way, leave a comment, please. That is fantastic as well. That helps the algorithm know. And somebody tried to explain to me what an algorithm was. I was like one of the monkeys at the beginning of 2001, one of the proto-humans beginning of 2001 that see the black slab. I was like, you bamboozled me with science, right? But it does help the algorithm, whatever that is. If helping the algorithm, if it helps the algorithm for me to bring it, baskets of fruit, I'll do that as well. But you subscribing, but you commenting is a good thing. And when we did the prize draw, it will be on Tuesday, the February 9th. That's tomorrow. Tuesday, February 9th. Go check the video notes. Everything you need to know to win it will be there. No prize this week, though. No prize, because I'm launching my Indiegogo on Saturday the 13th. These two freaking awesome graphic novels, which is how I want to monetize the channel, by offering you something of genuine worth rather than just throw me some money for whatever. Two graphic novels. Go check the sign up list. We're giving away a ton of stuff on launch night. You get one of these 4 art cards, very tasteful art cards, with any purchase if you sign up. And unless you get the package where you get all 4 of them, then you get the 5th chaser one. absolutely for free. Absolutely. I got to work out how much to charge for that. Absolutely for free. And there's going to be a few doorbuster bargains there. If you are thinking of purchasing, firstly, thank you very much. But I'm always happy for you guys to get the best bargains. So add your email address to the sign up to the sign up list, and you will be properly prepared and fortified. You know who wasn't properly prepared and fortified for the nothingness of yesterday? Oh, I have to tell you, how on earth do journalists not find things to report on when the entertainment industry is burning down? It's absolutely burning down. Like, we're seeing a massive implosion, and the world is equally seems to be burning down with it, right? So, and yet still they haven't found anything to write about. So instead we got this article here. Doctor Who star Sylvester McCoy admits to being unsure if it would work with Jodie Whittaker. Well, I was also unsure. Yeah, when you first saw that announcement trailer, she pulls her hoodie off, and I went, I'm not sure that's going to work. I was worried at the first moment that it was going to be just political correctness gone mad and lecturing and Greta Thunberg style finger wagging all the way through. And I thought to myself, oh, sweet, don't be silly. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall are seasoned professionals. This is a great gig for them. Why would they screw it up? Why would they screw it up by filling Doctor Who full of woke agenda? I think it's the best way to describe it. Why would they screw it up? I still have that question. Look, Jodie Whittaker, she's horribly miscast. In my opinion, horribly miscast. It doesn't convince me as a character at all. Although it is interesting comparing her to Sylvester McCoy, because season 24 is coming out on Blu-ray, which was Sylvester's first season. I have to tell you, it's just awful. It's just really bad. I watched Delta and the Bannermen a month or so ago, and I forgot how bad it was, right? The first episode, I'm going, this could be okay. This could be okay. Get some new special effects in, and then the second episode just goes, falls apart. And I just think everything in that season is freaking awful, right? However, even though he hadn't really nailed down his portrayal until the beginning of next season, much like Capaldi, actually, hadn't really nailed down his portrayal, he still convinced me as a Doctor, right? Even Jodie Whittaker, sadly, I wanted to be convinced, and she just and I just never was. And I would think, that's really the point. That's really the point of being an actor, to convince me you're a person who you're not really, right? Trouble is, she just doesn't see any authenticity in the role, right? She just says, well, you can be magic, sonic screwdriver, you just go, it doesn't really matter. Like that. It shows. It does matter, and it shows. Okay, Doctor Who legend. Well, I think I would agree with him. Legend is the right expression for Sylvester McCoy. Doctor Who legend Sylvester McCoy has exclusively revealed to express.co.uk. It's not exclusive if nobody else is listening, right? If I exclusively reveal to you that, I fancy a bit of haddock and chips. That I wouldn't mind a bit of that, bit of fish and chips. That's not me exclusively revealing it, right? That's just me telling anybody who will listen. So this, I think, is he's promoting the new movies in with Maisie Williams, which actually looks quite. He's good at doing the creepy, like horror guy, like the creepy neighbor, whatever he is. You should check out that trailer, even though I can't remember the name of the movie. So yeah, legend has exclusively revealed, no he hasn't, that he was unsure about Jodie Whittaker's casting as a Time Lord after BBC bosses' past successes. Again, I was unsure as well, but I went, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. There was a small group of people online that said, this is going to be a disaster. This is going to, I'm a big believer in sitting on the fence until you can make an informed decision, right? And I didn't think you could really make an informed decision. Plus, I really wanted it to work. I really wanted to like it, and I really wanted it to work. So, I wasn't like rushing to judgment. And I kind of like the first episode, I was like, yeah, it's okay. I had no reason to be scared at the first episode. Second episode, this is Doctor Who-y. I certainly like it, but by the third episode, you had Rosa, and it was it was heading into its preachy, horrible tracks that has been entrenched in it ever since. And all the naysayers who said it was going to be a disaster without seeing it will all prove correct, right? Everybody's going. So yeah, I was unsure, and I hoped it would be great. I wanted it to be great, and then after seeing, I think 5 episodes, I was sure. It wouldn't work, and lo and behold, it hasn't. If you take any metric that you use to define success and failure of a TV show, any metric whatsoever, and by those metrics, everything that Doctor Who was considered a success by, it's now a failure, right? They always want to move the goalposts. Say, oh yeah, wait, no, there's Netflix, that like they say Netflix like it's a magic incantation against evil. Netflix, Netflix are obvious. No. Netflix is one thing people are going to, but mainly YouTube, right? Anywhere else, anywhere other than you, partisan morons, you partisan lecturing morons. The reason they're going to other medium is because you make garbage, BBC and ITV and every bloody pretty much every day you make garbage that wants to be a platform rather than entertainment, and people aren't entertained by platforms, and so they've gone to find other things to do, and they're not coming back. I don't think they're coming back in the near future. In fact, the worst thing that can really happen now for any entertainment strand is for it to be made and it to be aired. The reason I think EastEnders got such incredibly bad ratings on Christmas Day, which is traditionally when it gets like 8, 9 million, 12 million viewers, it gets massive ratings. It got 3.5 million. The reason it did so badly is because it's they show it 3-5 times a week. I don't know how often it's on, right? But the British public, the viewing public, have got to know that it's garbage and they're not interested in it. I think they bumped it up to like 5 million at the after the using iPlayer, and that's also a bunch of bull crap as well. They have the iPlayer stats. If you watch it for I think 90 seconds or 2 minutes, you considered a view. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop with that. If they want to do it fairly, I would say whatever percentage of the show you've watched, you are therefore considered a view. And I think when you get over like 80%, when you watch 80%, you're a view. Okay, you are a view. You don't have to watch like the closing credits, right? And you get over 80%, that's a view. If you watch 2 minutes, you are. If it's a 40-minute program, then you're what? 5% of a view, and then and actually have some real ratings. But it's the reason it's doing so badly, I think, is because the British public have got to know and loathe it, right? Because it's been around. Doctor Who, I think, did a little bit better because it's been for several reasons, but it's been a long time since it's been on. People forgot how awful it was. They were locked in their homes. There was not much else on, and it had lots of Daleks and Captain Jack in it, and not much Jodie Whittaker. Right, which would seem to be a winning combination. A winning combination would be Chris Chibnall resigning and going anywhere else. Like, just leave us alone. But so I think when they finally start airing Doctor Who and they do a run of 8 or however many, 6 episodes may be enough to do it, but 8 episodes certainly will. When the British public start noticing how awful it is, they're going to switch off, and I think you're going to be lucky to get above 3 million, especially on the overnights, right? Especially on the overnights. Another thing that's hurting it, it's on a sinking ship, right? It's doing very well on a sinking ship. So it's like being the last person on the Titanic. You may go there, you may be like, I'm okay, look at me, I'm at the top, and then it goes down. So BBC is a sinking ship. Okay, Sylvester McCoy, 77, blimey, 77. He looks good for it, I have to say. Has shared his thoughts on the changing Doctor Who cast and the most recent incarnation. He really didn't. It was like an offhand comment, I think. The former Time Lord sometimes bumps into actors who have taken over the role, and recently hosted a themed lockdown quiz alongside David Tennant. Really? I don't remember that. Okay. Was opening up his thoughts on his fellow Doctor, Sylvester quipped, I do meet my fellow Whovians. Now, it's funny. Whenever Jodie Whittaker says Whovian, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like something you Whovian. It's like she's been taught something to sound like, she's in the in crowd, but she really isn't. Well, Sylvester McCoy says it. I don't mind. Maybe it's because I just really dislike Jodie Whittaker in the role. Okay, and so because I dislike her so intently in the role, everything she says, I just like can't you stop it? I do meet my fellow Whovians who are bigger and stronger than me. Well, listen, Sylvester, you're not a big chap. But I would say, yeah, you play the character with a real mettle, right? I've always enjoyed your portrayal of it. So I have to be very careful. The Star said he was a big fan of the 2009 Christopher Eccleston reboot of the show. Everybody was, right? Everybody was. It's the first time that there was family entertainment on British TV screens. I think probably since, what's the thing that destroyed Doctor Who? Game for a Laugh, right? Or Noel's House Party, all those things. It's the first time I actually got entertainment and a drama that the entire family could sit around and watch together. And it didn't look awful. It had great production values. It was really contemporary. And great production values all the time. But it was really, it felt like it went toe-to-toe with the American shows that were used. So that everybody just loved that 2005. Was it? Did they call it a reboot? Yeah, not a reboot, revival, not a reboot. Reboot of the show. Although, wouldn't it be weird if it was a reboot? Like there's a separate universe with the original, 8 Doctors or 7 Doctors, however you want to count it. So yeah, everybody loved it, and then I think serendipity. It was that David Tennant came in the role, who was, let's be fair, far more far sexier, far more relatable and charismatic than Chris Eccleston. Oh, I love Eccleston's portrayal. I cannot wait for him to come back this year with the Big Finish box sets. They're already pre-bought. I'm really up for that. He continued, but Chris, I thought was great. Bring the show back with the gorgeous Billie Piper. Yeah. That's the other thing. Russell T Davies just nailed it on every freaking thing. Absolutely. Even to the extent of like the width of the Daleks, right? But the casting of Billie Piper, who everybody went, oh no, pop star, she's going to be awful, right? Passing Billie Piper. She was perfect for that role of Rose, right? Absolutely perfect. Completely nailed it. And also the role of Rose. The first time that they made a companion into a person, right? They got a life, got a boyfriend, got a mother, got a family, right? And that's where Russell T Davies really excels in creating families that you believe in and characters you believe in and you like, right? And so Jesse, 100% knocked that apart. The Star is a fan of Jodie Whittaker's portrayal of the Time Lord. Really? I'm guessing you probably haven't seen it much then. After questioning if it would work with a female in the iconic role, at last, I think it could have done. I really think it could have done, and I know I'm not I know not many people agree with me on this one, but I really think it could have worked. Sadly, it didn't. I did think Jodie Whittaker was absolutely the wrong person, and the production team handled everything very, very badly, right? They were like going, oh, why? Look at this, it's so something brave. Now we have a woman playing the Doctor, but nobody talk about that she's a woman, but everybody talk about it all the time that she's a woman. Like, really, it's just, it is tokenism, and that tokenism they use in place of competent storytelling. Right, because more than anything, the worst offence of this Doctor Who, more than the clawing, lecturing, and the finger wagging and the terrible portrayal of the Doctor, is it's boring. It's just a boring chore to watch. I really don't enjoy it at all. Which is a shame. So question if it would work. So this is like the entirety of the article, right? We're going to Sylvester McCoy. I was wondering if it would work when you keep your bloody mouth shut. Unlike Peter Davison, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. I was wondering if it worked because it had worked so far, but after 10 minutes of watching her, I realised she is a Doctor. No. After 10 minutes of watching her, I went, I think she's a Doctor. I was like, I can't remember the last time I really watched Woman Who Fell to Earth, right? But like, I think it'll probably be kind of dull if I try to rewatch it, but I don't really care. And after 10 minutes, you really couldn't tell how awful she was going to be, right? Again, like EastEnders, you need to build up a recognizable relationship with it to realize that you hate it and it's garbage, right? What's this thing? ACBB. I just noticed this. I'm zooming in. Okay. Whoa. What's this up here? CBB star Sarah Jane Honeywell cut off by Mr. Tumble. Okay, what the hell? Is this a kids' TV show? And why is the top off? And what the hell? Listen, kids today, they all the luck, apparently. Okay, fine, as well. Yeah, so after 10 minutes, I wasn't sure. After 5 episodes, I was positive. It was awful. After 2 years, and this is the thing that amazes me, right? Absolutely amazes me about the current era. It continues to exceed. It's not just exceeded, it continues to exceed my worst case scenario fears of how bad it can be. It's always worse than I think it could possibly be, which is quite a feat. I'm quite impressed with it. Sylvester McCoy played the 7th incarnation of Doctor from 87 to 89, and then big finish, and he came back for the McGann movie. And Jodie has quit playing the Time Lord. That's not confirmed. Okay, so far in this sentence, okay, play the 7th incarnation of the Doctor. Yeah, okay, fine, we agree there. From 87 to 89, but not just there, so that's a little bit factually off. And Jodie has quit playing. We don't know that. There's been no confirmation. I think so. The Time Lord just this year. Okay, now here we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna teach you a Jewish word. It's called a Baba Miser. A Baba Miser. Now, Baba Miser is a fraudulent story told by a grandmother. After this year, after a successful run. How do you define successful run? If you're saying the goal was to hemorrhage viewers and make Doctor Who into a national and international joke that could barely raise, 50% of the revenue that it brought in before, job done, very successful. I normally call that a failure, right? Oh, there you go. I normally call that an utter failure. Now the 77-year-old act, and that's it, by the way. That is everything, right? That one line. I was wondering if it would work because it had worked so far, but after 10 minutes of watching her, I realized she is the Doctor. And I think I've heard him say that before. There's an entire article written out of absolutely freaking nothing. And I guess then there's this video. It's also made pretty much out of nothing. The 17-year-old actor is appearing in a thriller, The Owners, alongside Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams. Opening up on the experience of filming with the actress, he said, "It's great. Maisie Amazing Williams is what I call her. She knows the industry back. She's great. Freaking love Maisie Williams, and I really hope that she finds more things, more vehicles for her talent." I recently rewatched season 9 of Doctor Who, which she was in playing was Elisida, and it's not bad. It's like she gives a great performance, but again, she just looks too small and little for me to really buy her as this immortal character. This immortal, all-knowing character. I wouldn't mind. They were talking about doing a movie of The Last of Us, but now The Last of Us 2 is absolutely awful. She wanted to play Ellie, and that would have been perfect casting for her. She needs to find the right roles for her. Listen, I think she's. Yeah, I really genuinely enjoy her. I think she's great. Opening Amazing Williams, I call her. That's nice. Use Sylvester. I think her future as an actress is going to be great. Yeah, I think so too. I think she's got a fan base, and I think she's genuinely quite well liked. The film focuses on Dr. Richard Huggins and his wife Ellen, played by Ruth Tushingham, who leave their house one night only to find it robbed by a gang of youngsters. Yeah, you got to check out the trailer. I can't believe this is still the same article. Really? Like now this is pure puff piece. However, the tables are turned once the elderly couple come home to discover the home raiders and end up taking them as hostage. Sylvester has worked on multiple projects since his incarnation of Doctor Who was axed back in the 80s. They didn't admit it was axed. I think they're going to do the same thing here. They're going to say, "We'll come. It's coming. No, just relax. We'll work it out in the next couple of years." I think it's probably what we're going to see. The Scottish actor had only wanted to stay on playing time travel for 3 years. Well, you got your wish there, mate. So now we're into the third story in this puff piece or nothing. But was urged by the public broadcaster to sign on for a fourth year, only to have them run cut short. Yeah, I did a video on this bloody article, and from the same paper, yeah, that Jonathan Turner says would like you to do a fourth year, and if you want to do a third year, I will sign you up for a third and fourth year together, but I'm not like, we can't just sign you up for a third year, right? So and then Michael Gray told him, yeah, we don't need that fourth year. Oh, by the way, can you fire him? And by the way, you're fired too, right? I think that's basically how it went down. Speaking out his experience with the BBC bosses, he shared Peter Davison, who played the Doctor who before him. No, that's Colin Baker played the one before him. Told me only do 3 years. Okay, I guess he had played him before. He could have said that about William Hartnell. So when I signed on, I thought I was going to do 3 years, but 3 years of 14 episodes. I would have loved to have seen a fourth year with you, Sylv. I really would. I think, I just think that it's a tragedy because the show was on such a creative zeitgeist at the time, right? Seasons 25, 26 were just freaking awesome. In the second year, the producer came to me and said, listen, we like what you're doing, so we want to book you for a fourth year. And I thought, I'm not sure. So yeah, John Nathan Turner twisted his arm. He said yes, and then BBC said piss off. Okay, that's the story. He went, well, if you don't do a fourth year, you won't do a third year. Yeah, he's being a producer. That's what producers do. So he twisted my arm and I agreed to a fourth year. However, Sylvester was left unimpressed after all of a sudden to put the show on hiatus. Yeah, hiatus. I think that's a word Jodie Whittaker's going to have to learn. Yeah, you just let me talk you Whovian. We're going to teach you a word hiatus. He continued, I was really miffed at the time. I'm really miffed when they came through and they said they decided not to do a fourth year after them twisting my arm. Yeah, okay, I understand. Look, Sylv, mate. So here is a weird dichotomy of the entertainment industry. It's run on artistic people who, generally speaking, are kind of naive, and they're not mostly kind of naive. They're not very businessy people, and they're managed by the worst form of businessy people in the entire universe, right? So that schism has often led to one or two, little problems. So there you go. Sylvester McCoy, who was unsure if Jodie Whittaker could carry off the role of Doctor Who. I was unsure too. Now I have a complete crystalline clarity. Nah, she can't. She's useless. My name is Sheila Beck, and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.